Welcome to this guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. All right, you have found yourself a sturdy and comfortable seated position, and your eyes are either closed or open. And if they are open, your gaze is directed softly and clearly downwards. Find the breath. Wherever you feel it the most. You can feel the breath anywhere from the tip of your nose to the lower belly and anywhere in between. Just notice the gentle rhythm of the breath. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and there's no one to become. You are here with the breath, noticing as it goes in and out. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now, lost in thought. And you may notice that when you are thinking about your plans or your intentions, about your problems or the past, that you're no longer with the breath and therefore no longer here and now. So the next time you notice that you are lost in thought, your task is simple. Return to the breath, in and out. Come back. Come back to the breath. And again, just return to the breath. And see if you can return to the breath with a sense of effortlessness, a relaxed return, not a focus, but a gentle awareness of breathing for no reason at all. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to breathing. In and out. It could be life can be very dark, right? Especially if you're one of those who go through the winter and it's kind of a downer, all that gray and cold and ice. But life itself will just throw difficulty after difficulty at us. And, you know, most of the time it's just not fair. It's not. But all of us at every moment have a decision to make. And that decision is, what do we want to notice in every moment? This moment, right now. Hopefully, you're deciding to listen to me. That's a choice. And when we go through difficult times, we can decide to, say, pay attention to the problem whatever it may be, or we can decide to notice what we actually have, which of course you may hear of grateful practice and things like that. And there's an old story that I love. I think it's a Buddhist story, of course. I always bring up Buddhism. But it's a story of this boy running desperately through a jungle, and he's being chased by a ferocious tiger. And the tiger is getting closer, because they can run way faster than boys. And quickly, as the tiger got really close, the boy quickly found this well in the middle of the forest and jumps right in, just out of instinct, just jumps right in to get away from the tiger. And he catches himself on a root that's growing out of the bricks on the interior side of the well, and he's just hanging there because below he notices these black mamba snakes. It's a big nest down there, which is a very poisonous snake, kill you in a bite. And realizes, uh-oh, I can't let go. And he looks up, and the tiger is leaning over the well, looking down and trying to swipe at him, just barely missing his hand. So you got this classic problem, especially they talk a lot about this kind of thing in Zen. When you're between a rock and a hard place, when you have, no matter which direction, it's hopeless. The boy's hanging there, and there's black mamba snakes in the bottom, and there's a tiger waiting for him to come out to be ripped apart and eaten. And on top of that, two mice, one white and one black, come out of the cave walls and starts gnawing at the root. And the root is slowly cracking, cracking, lessening the time that that boy has to make a decision. Many of us feel to be or have been in those kind of places before. But while this is happening, the tiger, as he's trying to swipe down into the well, is bumping his hindquarters up against a tree. He's kind of rubbing up on it, trying to use it as leverage. And the tree that he's touching basically is hanging over the well, and over the well is a honey beehive. It's a beehive sitting there, waiting to fall as well. But as the tiger is reaching and trying to grab this boy that's hanging off the roots, a little bit of honey starts dripping down. And the boy notices it starts dripping on his face. And so he opens his mouth. That's good. And that's the end of the story. In classic Buddhist fashion, we don't know what happens. But the point is that there's always honey, no matter where and what is happening. And how often do you notice the honey in your life? Not only just notice it, but actually eat it. You got medical bills to pay, children who are sick, difficult job situation. But then there's the sky with its gorgeous colors, shining its light. Something that if it didn't exist, you wouldn't exist. Or maybe it's the small child that smiles at you while you pass by on the road. Or maybe it's the way a flower is catching the light in your front yard. We can always stop and notice this honey that is everywhere. Or maybe it's your life situation. It's actually, wait a minute, it's actually not so bad in the long run. But because of evolution, our minds are always seeking the negative, always looking to solve problems. And so we miss what's always beautiful and always fulfilling in the present moment. So don't waste your life solving problems and running from fear and pain and just mulling in all the issues. Remember, as we say in the West, to stop and smell the roses, because they're always there. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for your attention. And as always, actually, I keep saying that. I'm getting out of the habit of saying, as always, I'll see you tomorrow, but it's not daily anymore. So I'll see you Monday. See you then.